everyone, it's Megan Rossi B and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video guys, I'm going to share with you my experience with my job interviews with corporate America. I've been into series of job interviews and I'm going to share with you, especially to those who gone through the same journey as mine, who gone through a K-1 visa, spousal visa, who will came here in the United States as an immigrant. I'm going to share with you what are you expect. Can you apply for those profession that you have in your country? Are you qualified to apply here in the US? So I'm going to share with you my experience. If you watch my past videos on how I came here in the US, I shared all of those and I have mentioned in my videos that I'm going to share with you my journey, especially to those who gone through the same journey as mine, so that you have a reference, so that you have an insights of what you are going to prepare and you could think of what type of job that you will land here. I mentioned in my past videos that I'm going to share with you my journey even on my job hunting, job searching, and what type of job that I will ended up to. So I will share with you guys my entire experience here in the United States. And today I'm going to share with you my experience on my job interviews with corporate America. When I filed my adjustment of status to become a permanent resident here in the United States, my husband asked me of what type of job that I wanted to work with here in the United States. And I told him that actually, as an immigrant, we Filipinos, we already think that our degree is not recognized here in the United States. Our degree equivalent is not the same here in the United States. American standards is different, and it's even make it confirm to my husband when I went to Walmart. I meet this Filipina who been here in the US for a while. When you see another Filipina or another the same country as yours, you will be very excited. So we have this short conversation with my Filipinas, and then it comes to a question that he asked me about where I work. I said I'm not working yet because I'm still processing with my adjustment of status. And she said, you know that I've been here in the US for a while, and our degree, I finished a degree in the Philippines as a, and I even passed the board exam, but I work here in Walgreens. You work in Walgreens as a cashier. He said that our degree is not recognized here. And my husband looked at me like, seriously? So I told my husband when we get home, you know, when I went to Canada, in order for me to have nomination for a permanent residence, is you have to take a job that no Canadian wanted to apply. And since corporate jobs, Canadians wanted to be also in a corporate job, so there are applicants that are Canadians. So we as an immigrant, we take those jobs that no Canadian citizen that would like to apply with. So even though I have a 16 years experience in accounting, I work in a gasoline station as a cashier, and I work in a food industry in a restaurant as a food attendant, as a service staff. In order for me to get a sponsorship from a company so that I can apply as a permanent resident. So in Canada, you have to get the job so the company can sponsor you, as you have to take those jobs that no Canadian citizen is applied for this job, because they have to post the job online, and the job must not be applied by any Canadians. And what type of job that the citizen doesn't like to get? So those hard job, those jobs that require so much work, like working in a gasoline station, working in a restaurant. So I told my husband that when I went to Canada, even though I have this long experience in management and accounting and finance, I again work in floor. I actually work more on an operation. And then my husband told me, but you doesn't came here in the US on a work sponsorship. You came here as an immigrant. You are married to an American citizen. So you should apply on the job which you think you qualify for. And that's what makes me think, like, yeah, I really wanted to work in an accounting industry. By the way, I finished the degree in business. I major management accounting. I have a master's in business administration, which I major corporate management. I've been working in accounting and finance in 16 years. I've been working in an accounting and finance for restaurant chain for a total of 14 years. Then I've been working in accounting officer in a construction industry in Manila. So I have 16 years experience in accounting and finance, and I told my husband that that's what I wanted to work with, and said, why wouldn't you apply for that type of job that fits your qualifications? And that's what makes me think. And since I don't need a company sponsorship because I came here in the US as a immigrant, I came here in the US to marry a American citizen. While waiting for my work permit, I have studied again accounting short-term courses online to align my qualifications with American standards. So I started to send my resume to different companies. I applied for an accounting job, staff accountant, accounting specialist, anything that when I read the job description fits my qualifications. So I applied this jobs, and I had actually lots of interviews. Most of the companies that I send my resume get back to me after they reviewed my resume, and they had a phone interview with me. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what are the questions. Is it the same in my country? It is the same in our country. What are the questions that do you expect here when you apply for a corporate job here in the US? Actually, guys, in all of my job, I have so far 5 job interviews with regards to accounting jobs that I'm applied for. And actually, most of their questions is just like the same when a company in the Philippines ask questions about accounting jobs. They were just asked about the job description. If you know how to do this job, how knowledgeable are you with the job, if you will be able to use this type of system, accounting system. It's actually the same. And this all of the interviews that I've been to, this is the one common questions that I am asked to. Since this is my first time to apply for a job here in the United States, all of the employer, all of the HR manager who interviewed me, if what makes you better with other applicants knowing that you don't have a work experience working in the United States, and I answer because I know that for sure I will be asked these questions. I already prepared myself that they will really ask me, since this is going to be my first job here in the United States. I answered that accounting is international standards, and that we are guided with general accepted accounting principles, and these principles will guide you wherever you are in the world. And accounting also uses one accounting language. And I also do a continuous study, a short-term online courses to align my knowledge and skills here in the United States, and I obtain certification with the number of years of experience for accounting and finance, with my skills and knowledge using different accounting software. With my work ethics and attitude, I am very much confident that I could perform the job well. So that was my answer, guys, for those common, all of them actually asked that questions, because they are aware that this will be my first job here in the United States. Although I answered all of the questions about accounting, about how accounting would works if you are in the company, accounts receivable, accounts payable, closing the books, month-end recording, bookkeeping, all of those, they still ask just the same as wherever you are in the country. But if you are very much confident with your knowledge, if you are very confident with your experience, and you know that you could do this job based on the job description, don't be afraid to apply for whatever profession you are. So if you are have this kind of qualifications, don't shortchange yourself. Don't just settle for something because you think that this is United States and you might not be qualified to apply for this job that you've been doing in your country. Don't shortchange yourself. Try to apply for all of this job, and I'm really very proud that I was actually advanced. I didn't land the job yet, by the way, but I have final interview next week with the owner, because as an accountant, you are going to handle company financial and monetary information, and that the owner would make it sure that you will stay confidential with company's information, especially when it comes to company finances and monetary information, that they make it sure that whatever information you have with your job will stay in your job. That's why most of the time accountant who, especially you handle bank accounts of your boss, the bank account of the owner or bank account of the company, is you have a personal relationship with the owner, because they make it sure that you remain to be confidential with the company's information. So I have 2 final interviews with a airline company and a construction company here in the US. So whatever the outcome of my interview, I will be happy to take. They will actually have at least a very good job offer, a very good compensation with the job. That's the good thing about when you apply with your profession, is you are also will get a good compensation based on your qualifications. And I'm very happy that the job that I applied with and the job that have me for a final interview had a good salary offer, and hopefully I could close this job. We will meet in the middle and they will be confident to hire me. But those were just my experience for my initial interview. So next week, I'm going to again share with you on what will be my actual experience of my final interviews. Did I get a job? What happened? Did it make it through? But this is just, guys, my experience. I'm just giving you an idea. I'm just giving you my experience, sharing you my experience, so that you will not shortchange yourself. That if you are now planning to come here in the United States, you can prepare yourself of the type of job that you like to. If you have watched my other videos on where I get my free online courses to align my skills, my knowledge with corporate America, with the United States working standards, I have another video, guys. So if you doesn't subscribe yet in my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so that you get notified with my new videos. Thank you for watching again, guys, and see you on my next video.